Hello YouTube, my name is Tim. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the organization I'm part of a little bit more in depth because I know a while ago I posted a video talking about it, but I didn't really go into too far of a detail of, what we do, why you might want to enlist, what our benefits are, the cons of it, because, nobody's perfect, no crew is perfect. There are going to be problems with, why you might not want to join. I'm just going to list off a few of the benefits, and if you want to learn more, you can just go down to the video description and then look at the list. We're also going to talk about some requirements, and I'm going to be talking about a couple of the cons of joining. So let me just pull up my handy-dandy iPad, which I put most of my information on. So we're going to quickly go over the requirements now. They'll most likely be update videos as time goes on, and some more requirements that get added and removed. So this is the current video for it as of 5/21/2015. And the requirements are you must be 14 of age to enlist without investigation. However, anybody under this age can join. However, you must go through an investigation, a professionalism test, and pass an inspection. And what that means is, let's say that you are 14 and older. You can join, and you can get into boot camp and SOI, but you pretty much there are no cons of it. It's just you can just get in. Now, if you're under that age, it's not hard. We're not going to put you through a living hell to enlist and all that shit. But we're just gonna pretty much take about maybe 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more or less, depending on how much we really need to evaluate if you're easy to understand or not. And we're just going to talk to you, ask you a few questions about your previous history, see if you know anything about the military, and, if you pass that, they can just easily get to boot camp and SOI. It's just because more of the squeakers and the younger players we meet generally think they know a lot, but they really don't. And me being only 16, turning 17 in like 2 months, I don't know everything, of course. I'm not in the military, but we try to replicate the experience as much as possible, so... you must be level 20. Now, this is not hard. If you're not a level 20 in GTA, you shouldn't really be looking for a crew. Unless you're, of course, transferring and, you're just looking around. But still, just get to a level 20. And if you're not a level 20, I mean, we'll help you, or a recruiter will help you get to that high of a rank. But, I mean, if you really have trouble, then I don't know what to say to you. You must have a microphone. However, you can join... Oops, that's what happens when you read and drive. You must have a microphone, however, you can join if you have a Connect for about 1 week period. So, in other words, you can join temporarily if you have a Connect. That way you have time to get a mic. But after that 1 week period, you're either going to be put through a probation or it's going to be overall kicked out. If you really can't afford a mic and you have a good reason and we see true value in you, we'll consider letting you stay for longer. Like, if your Connect is not really echoing and it's very easy to understand you for whatever reason, which usually does not occur, but, there are exceptions to everything, and we understand if, as long as it works well, but generally Connects don't, so that's kind of our primary policy right now. You must show a high level of professionalism, and what this means is you can't be coming into the game and then honking your horn and doing random actions and shit during boot camp or SOI. Yep, this is a video game. It's meant to be fun. Now, my version of fun and your version of fun are most likely two entirely separate things. If this is not fun to you, then that's perfectly okay. We respect that, and I expect you to respect our version of entertainment. And our version of entertainment is going to be, if you're just watching this video for the fuck of it, then you're most likely not. You really should be joining this, but my version of fun is definitely different from your version of fun. As your brother or your sister's version of fun is different than yours. Just respect our version that will be find entertaining, regardless of what it means to you. Now, we highly recommend this, however, it's not really a requirement. I'm probably going to make a separate section for this, but right now it's under the requirement category. You must have a second... You should have a second character empty. Now, the reason why is because we are considering adding in a new system in place of starting up a second character, like a new character, in order to do boot camp in SOI. That way, you train with, you have to do fucking PT, and you have to actually train with a weapon that's really stock, no upgrades or anything, and just adds an extra element of roleplay and that extra element of, okay, I raised this character to be a soldier, and now this character's gonna be my soldier. It just adds an extra level, and that's a good thing also, because let's say you're not a level 20, then you can do that. And after SOY, if we do this, which we're not too sure if we're going to do this yet, but after SOY you should be about a level 50, so we're really going to get you a lot of money and a lot of RP, so if you really want to consider it for that benefit, then go right. Then yeah, that's a pretty good benefit on top of recommendation. Now, now it's recommended. Well, it's pretty much a requirement that you have to have $50,000. But if you don't have $50,000, then we are willing to give you a loan for $50,000, and the reason why is that's just for uniform, and that's pretty much just for uniform costs. If you don't have the weapons, then we'll give you the weapons and the ammo and all that, but it's mainly for uniform cost. Depending on your MOS, uniforms will be different. For example, the flight suit is more expensive than your normal camis and your dress uniform and all that. Now, we prioritize our uniforms. For example, if you're joining up and we're not going to give you dress blues, but we're going to give you your camis, which this is pretty much what your camis look like. This is your battle dress uniform. Let me take off the helmet. We generally try to wear some sort of vest with it, but this is the base uniform, and then we'll add on maybe a vest or something to go with it. The reason why is because I didn't, as I've mentioned a few times, like with the emblem, I didn't make this uniform. Originally, it was just the Team Heavy, but this has a collar on it, and Team Heavy does not have a collar, and the sleeves are also rolled up on this. So we decided that, we're going to try to add that little bit of professionalism, have the collar that the real military has, and also have the rolled up sleeves. So that's what one of my members came to me with recommendation. It was the same member, as I said, who made the logo. Now that member is not in my clan anymore. Him and this other soldier left to start PMC, which we're having pretty good relationships right now with, but that's a different video or a different story. Let me continue with the video. Let me continue with the primary purpose. Now, we are going to be most likely putting in a car registration where you have to go to a auto shop and buy a car from somebody. Now, these cars are not able to be customized. You're able to customize them once, and the only thing you're allowed to put on them is color. If you change anything, and I mean literally anything, about the upgrades on the vehicle itself, like armor, speed, etc., you will most likely have your car taken away, or you'll have to buy another car. Now, this is the vehicle shop right here, and what's going to happen is once we get enough members in, or once we get one guy, he can sell cars here, and he can actually make a living, because we're not just a military crew, we're also a civilian roleplay crew as well. But my division I'm currently a part of is military. So you'll come to this dealership over here, and they're going to pick off vehicles off the street that are in good, like perfect condition, and they're going to park them here. And that guy's going to try to sell you a car. Now, I don't control how much the car is worth, so you could be buying a fucking piece of shit like this for $1 million. That's their business. There's no regulation on selling vehicles, on vehicle prices. Of course, if you don't have the money to pay for it, we'll also try to give you a loan, but you must pay back that loan, as it's not really, as, buying a car isn't as important as buying, like, ammo and dress uniforms and stuff. Benefits of joining is we'll pay for ammo expenditures, depending on your MOS. Now, it really depends, because we don't want to just give you ammo and then you go killing random people with that ammo in open lobbies. So I think the way it's going to work is that for loans and shit, and this pretty much is for all the types of loans, is we're going to be having a system in place where we'll put your name down if you don't have a lot of money and you have trouble earning money, and we'll help you, of course, get money. It's not just going to be we're going to give you money for everything, but we're going to have your name down and we're going to give you loans for a certain amount of time, and then after time goes on, you have to pay back those loans. If you don't pay them back, I'm sure there'll be a consequence, which is either imprisonment or fines or dishonorable discharge, which takes your benefits away. Now, I'll get back to the whole benefits of discharge even after you leave in a little bit. We provide a realistic and enjoyable roleplay experience to all and have a place for almost everyone. Now, this is pretty much true. If you're a role player, and even some non-role players have places here. For example, car dealerships. If you're a civilian role player, if you like doing whatever as a civilian, we'll have a place for you here. You know, selling cars, or even hell, if you don't even want to buy, if you don't want to be a fucking, if you want to be a hobo on the street, we'll let you do that because it adds more ambiance and adds more fun. As you know, for our police role players, for example, which we are pretty. We're not new, but we're pretty undermanned right now. So pretty much, if you join, you're gonna get whatever position you want at this point, as long as you can, as long as you're at least decent at it. So that's pretty much a benefit also of joining now. And going back to the whole dishonorable discharge thing, if you get kicked out for being a douche, you're getting your benefits taken. But if you join, you get an honorable discharge, and you can prove that you got an honorable discharge, either from the person who gave you that honorable discharge, or from you, like any type of proof that you can really put forth, you'll get benefits. And those benefits do include ammo expenditures, but we need to check your KD and we need to check all of your things. If we see you killing random people, all benefits are getting taken away. So if we see you taking the ammo that we're giving you to defend yourself in an open lobby, and you're going around killing people with it, like randomly, then you're getting all of your benefits taken away. And more about the benefits, you get benefits to buy houses. If you want to buy an apartment or whatever, we'll help you do that. We'll help you rank up your character. We'll help you do we'll help you do a lot of shit. So there's a lot of benefits of joining us. Now, that being said, at this moment in time, a lot of the benefits, like, loans and shit, we'll supply with loans. I have money, as you can clearly see by the top right corner. And I have a lot more than this, if you know what I'm talking about. But we will, we won't be able to give you everything right now because, what I want to do is have a lot of people in here, and we'll have like a benefits division set up, or like some sort of money, giving out money and shit, and just doing shit for the members and internal affairs, excuse me. And they'll deal with all that. Now, as I said, I want to set up these divisions before we can actually do this. Now, if we get a low member count right now, we'll be able to give you those benefits because there are not as many people as I. Fuck, that woman just got nailed. We'll be able to do it right now because if there's a low member count, it's easier to manage. But if we get a bunch of members and we don't have anybody helping with that, oh god, I might have problems with it. But we'll try our best to help out because we really do care about the members here. Even if, during boot camp and shit, we don't really show it. We try our best. Now, going back to the whole boot camp thing also, as I said before, we're undermanned. There are not a lot of members here. In fact, there's just me. There's a big thing that went on here, and some shit went down, and now we're trying to rally up everybody. We're trying to get everybody together. Now, if this video is successful, which I have a feeling it will be, then most likely, by the time you watch this video, we'll have shit set up. So don't go off and say, oh, well, at this point, when he made this video, it was like the crew had nobody. Well, yeah, I guess that's true right now, but in a week, I have a feeling that we're going to have everything set up right. So don't be discouraged from joining because of that. Just, if you really want a status report on everything, send me a message because, the page, the Rockstar page, it's not going to be updated correctly in the way that, Rockstar expects you to do it. It's going to be updated in a different way, and we're going to have, like, different crews set up for different shit. So we'll have, like, let's say, USMC boot camp or recruits. We'll have them in a different crew than the actual state of SA. Or we'll have it set up as state of SA has every member in the clan since they're a citizen of the state. And we'll have different divisions for the military and shit. So don't be discouraged from joining because the member count, it really is different. Oh, that's a nice car right there. I wish I could put that in my garage, but you can't. And I'm just gonna go into really divisions really fast. You already probably clicked away from this video, but if you didn't, I'm gonna give you a fucking high five for actually listening to my rambles. There's currently senior management, and once we get more members, of course, we're gonna have infantry set up. Senior management's pretty much the people who are who fucking run the clan and all that. Actually, fuck, I'm gonna cut myself off really fast and say this. When you join, you don't immediately get your position. You don't. You can't. You're really joining with an open contract at this moment in time. We will most likely put you in infantry. Or we'll most likely put you in the division that you want to be put in, or the MLS you want to be put in. But there's a chance that you'll be put into a division or an MLS that we really, really need temporarily. And then once we get enough people to fill that position by itself, then afterwards we will we will fucking give you what you want. But right now, everybody's joining in with an open contract. You're just gonna have to accept that. If you don't, then it's tough shit for you leave. That's really it. And now I'll go back to what I was saying before. I cut myself off. Excuse me. Pretty much we have senior management. They're the guys who run the clan. We have infantry. Those are our ground forces, of course. Our grunts. We have our Air Force, of course, which provides ordnance from the skies and, you know, just drop-offs and shit. Then we have security, or I think I'm going to change the name to Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs is going to deal with investigations of possible spies. You know, people are fucking around. If somebody should get kicked out, we'll go to Internal Affairs and be like, you know, this guy's doing this, you know, should court-martial him or whatever. Anything else? I think that there are other divisions. Navy. We're most likely going to have a Navy, but there's no fucking purpose. If you're joining this clan for the Navy, fuck, you know, get the fuck in here because, you know, we'll give you the most exciting life in the Navy as possible. We'll have you placed on anti-air ships. We'll have you placed on, well, you're gonna have a different image of your head of what I'm actually talking about, but you'll be put on an aircraft carrier maybe. You'll be placed on, you know, transport boats to help transport other soldiers. But before you get the image of aircraft carrier, be like, holy shit, they have the aircraft carrier in free mode. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about boats that have, like, maybe like that. If you can land a helicopter on, like, a speeder or something, we'll have you placed on one of those, driving it around, so that, let's say a player has to go AFK, they just land a helicopter on the boat and just go AFK really fast. That way they don't have to risk landing on shore and then getting killed in an open lobby. It just adds a little bit more security to the mix. We're going to have a military police MOS in Internal Affairs, so don't be discouraged from that. But since we're not just the military, if you join, you can also, you know, join the normal police. Like, if you just join the state of San Andreas without joining the actual military, you can join the police force. And, you know, we'll try to follow the laws of real life as much as possible here, but don't expect insane, you know, don't expect the best. You know, it's hard when you're fucking 16 years old, 17 years old, running all this shit. So for the time being, it's probably gonna be difficult. Just bear with me if you care, or if you think you see value in this. But you know, I'm gonna try for my best, because this also kind of feeds into the whole, you know, wanting to change GTA thing. Is a lot of stuff that's in our change logs revolve around. It's actually a really nice van right here. I like that van a lot. It's red, I like red. Revolves around changing GTA, and you know, this is I think this is the platform that we're going to try to build the roleplay aspect of it up on, because at the end of the day, this isn't just, as I said before, this isn't just military, or this isn't just fucking police, this isn't just, you know, whatever. This is also fucking, as I said, if you want to be a hobo, you can be a fucking hobo. If you want to be an MC, you can be an MC. If you want to be a fucking terrorist and have our ground forces on you, you can. If you want to be a fucking Russian Spetsnaz, fucking whatever, you can do that, and we'll fucking fight you to the death. It's pretty much a place for everybody. Even people who don't like us can join. Like, really. So yeah. You know, we're trying to make it as fun as possible for everybody. And if you're not a role player, of course, you're a machinima maker. You can also join. We'll give you fucking people to help you fill machinimas. If you're a guy who does stunt jumps and shit, I mean, that's actually a really good thing. If you're a stunner, then we'll give you a motorcycle and give you some camouflage gear, and we'll be like, alright, go and fucking drive this dirt bike up a mountain and go scout those guys out and see what they're up to with the sniper rifle. You know? We also have anti-airmen, everything. We have a place for everybody, not only this clan, but also in the state of San Andreas. So, yeah. That's just pretty much it. This video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a 5-minute video, but it's fucking 20 minutes long. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day. If you're interested in joining, my gamertag will be in the description, along with the Google Docs saying all the qualifications for joining and saying the benefits and cons of it and all that. So, yeah. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later.